Welcome, peoples of the world and internet. I am Crouton, and I'm here with Rotor, and we're here for the next volume. Oi, Rotor, how you doing, man? Rotor.
I love snorting hate. I'm doing great. My nose. Ow! Ah!
Would you snort talkie powder or something? Just, yeah, good stuff. I have the power of
No,
the
I
sun and
held my
moon.
nose over my paint. I have 20 bottles of paint on my desk, and I held my nose over it to snort some as a gag. My nose is bleeding.
Good.
I snorted way too hard.
We're here to review Volume 2 of Rwby. Perhaps he's bleeding the color of Ruby's hair highlights.
Yeah, volume 2. Oh,
That's a
sorry, I had a tissue rip in my mouth. Oh my word, that was so
that
bad. I
was
shouldn't have done that.
yeah.
Why do I do these things that I do?
I don't know. I'm not you, but I am me. I don't have paint with me. I keep paint away from me while I'm casting the
I
pod.
get it.
Am I a nerd? Am I a weeb?
I get it. You. What did you just say?
Am I a weeb?
Yes, you are a weeb.
Thank you. I very much appreciate
Where
it.
is the Ruby episode?
You,
I can respect that.
you can
Okay, Ruby episode list.
you're pulling up the list.
Sorry, I'm pulling up the Ruby. Yeah, I'm pulling up the list of episodes.
And while
Just so I don't get sidetracked. Is this
while
it?
while
Yes, it
he's doing
is.
that, I am going to entertain people with the story of my youth. It all started
Oh,
when I
tell
was but a wee
your
lad.
story.
And then I jumped
Oh,
off a bridge
Lord.
and got a kiss from an attractive young girl because she said that she would kiss me if I jumped off the bridge, so I did.
I'm sorry, what? What? Why?
It had water underneath it.
Why are you stupid?
It had water underneath it. I didn't. You think I'd break my legs and just?
Yikes.
So how's that
Were
right?
you there?
Yes.
I pulled up the list. Hot question. Were you there the time I was filming with ADHD and I fell off the balcony?
No, I was not.
Ah. Context, I guess then. There at his favorite filming location, his home church.
Yes.
There's a really tall balcony, maybe like 8 feet off the ground. And there was a scene where I was supposed to back up off the balcony, and then it was supposed to be implied that I would fall because I had a fear of heights or whatever.
But you actually did.
We didn't imply it. We didn't imply it because I actually fell.
It makes for a more realistic scene.
It hurt. It hurt so bad, dude. I landed right on my back onto gravel. So there's just rocks stabbing into me, and it hurt so bad. And then, here's the worst part. ADHD was so disappointed because he said I didn't show good enough emotion of fear, so we had to redo it. But the next time we did it, you can watch as he grabs a hold of my shirt to make sure I don't fall again.
That's pretty good. Well, we gotta move on to Rwby. We've distracted our viewers for too long. It is time.
We're fine.
No, we're
Back to
not
Rwby
fine.
Volume 2. What are your personal thoughts on Rwby Volume 2? How do you think that one went?
I think it went a little better than one. It introduced some new characters.
Yeah.
And you gotta love Ooblikins. Why, man? That combo,
Yeah.
top tier. Definitely improved a
Um,
wee bit.
yeah, I think the fact that they got more budget into the series, like even the fact that they got rid of the shadow people in the background from Volume One and put like actual characters, even though they're basically just reskins of other characters,
I mean,
it's still fine.
it's better than nothing, don't you think?
It is better than nothing.
And
And then,
what else was there?
ooh, I, I think for the first three trilogy, Volume Two is probably my second favorite.
As of right now, because currently Volume 8 is unfinished.
No, like the original trilogy of just Volume One, Two, and Three. Out of those three, because we kind of view them as one big season, I would say Volume Two is my second favorite.
3 being your favorite, I'm assuming.
My favorite, heck yeah, yeah. Three's got too much in it for me not to.
I mean, I think that's everybody pretty much. So,
Now overall, in all of Rwby, where would I place Volume Two in my tier list of all of
I
Rwby?
think I'd give it. Hmm,
Because right now,
I think I'd give 2 a 2. If it were me.
I okay,
Maybe a 3. Maybe.
I I'm putting volumes 4 and 5 down at the bottom.
I
We're
think
not even gonna rank them at like 7 or 8. They're both just kind of bad. Even though I think I like 4 more than I like 5, I might give 4 seventh place.
I don't. I generally don't think 4 was that bad. It's just that some of their instances where they'd show each members of the team, some of the members of the team had more interesting scenes.
The pay,
Nobody really wanted to see Yang because Yang was pretty much just. Uh,
yeah,
I've seen some crap.
yeah.
Eh.
I think the pacing and some of the storytelling in Volume 4 was bad. Like how Blake's things going on 2 months ahead of everyone else's. That's stupid.
Yeah,
And
that's a weird
they
one.
don't tell you that they don't tell you that it's 2 months in the past until like the final episode of them still being a menagerie in like volume 5, and then they're like, okay guys, we have 2 months to prepare ourselves to go save Haven Academy, and I'm like, wait, this is 2 months in the past and you didn't think to tell us this until now?
Then why are you showing us the other story now? Question mark.
Yeah,
Does that mean the entire time that
yeah,
Blake was
like
in
just let the
Menagerie, that Rwby was just on the road traveling?
yes,
Dude, that
good
must have been a
chance.
long walk.
I would assume so, like, man. Anywho,
Think of crow's feathers.
then I think I'd slap. Hmm?
Think of crow's feathers being fluttered in the wind, tired as all heck. It makes me sad.
Yikes.
All right, but anywho, volume 2.
Um,
What's the first? What did we got
yeah,
first?
first episode, we immediately get introduced to two new characters. Do do do. Technically three, but we don't care about one of them because they're dead. It's Mercury and Emerald, and they go beat up Tuxin.
I forgot that part. I haven't seen
oh,
I haven't seen volume 2 in a hot minute. I didn't even give it a quick watch
yeah.
for this episode. I'm going this episode
I
blind. Well, not totally blind.
You'll be fine.
I'm not
I
I'm not Fox level blind.
Yeah, no. It's okay. We have the character, not character list.
We have the
Episode
episode
list
list.
pulled up. I watched it like 3 weeks ago, so I know what I'm talking about. You pretty much know what you're talking about. I just might have to like refresh
Refresh
you
my
for a hot
memory.
moment.
Because I've watched it before more than once,
Yeah,
but I just haven't seen it in a while.
yeah.
It's been a hot minute.
Uh, so yeah, we start with Mercury and Emerald, and they beat up Tuxid, and then we lead into one of the best fights ever It's the food fight scene.
I would like to start my semesters off with a yang.
We love Yang.
Ah,
But yes, the
yeah,
food
Pyongyang
fight
was
scene.
great.
What? Listen, Funyun was great. Listen, the first time that my roommate saw the food fight scene, he was so not okay with it because he was like, "That doesn't. That physics says no. Why did she get thrown through the ceiling? Is she using turkeys? That baguette should not hold up against those celery sticks."
The better question is, how did Nora launch Yang into the sky with a watermelon?
With the friggin' watermelon on a stick.
Can I have a watermelon on a stick now? I want to test this.
It was
I want to test the
so
physics of
strange.
this.
And then friggin' Weiss had a swordfish, and my roommate was like, "What school keeps a swordfish in their cafeteria?" And I was like, "We just enjoy it. It's fine. Shut up."
It'll be okay. Don't worry about it. It's a swordfish.
It's
Don't
silly
ask too many
enough.
questions.
Look, it's action packed enough that it's fun, but it's silly enough that you know they're not taking it seriously.
Weiss falls to the ground. Then Ruby uses her
Weiss does
ultimate
fall on the
move,
ground, and then Ruby snaps.
sprinting.
She flings.
She
She
just
flings so many cans.
and all she does is sprint.
Dude, Pyrrha's got freaking magnetism on her side, my dude. She should have won that. Because if she flung them at that fast of a speed, first of all, that how fast is Ruby going? Because she would have to have enough force to not only make a wind powerful enough to blow all the cans flying at her. I want to assume at like so many miles an hour, but also make them fly past her hard enough to slam into all of Team Juniper. How fast is she running? How fast is she going?
She's just
And
a
why is she not gone that fast
she's
since?
just a flash. We just don't know it yet. Just starts vibrating, going through the wall.
Yeah. Anywho, yeah. So that's
Oh,
the
we
food
don't forget, we also
sightseeing, and
get
then
introduced
we
to
get
Neptune, the blue-haired boyo.
dude. I'm always cool.
Just smiles,
It's not even
looks.
dude. I'm always cool. What's the quote? Oh no, the quote is dude. Seriously, and he just smiles.
Good point.
Good point. I love him. He's amazing. Neptune's a good man. Anywho, then we get into episode 2. Honestly, I do not remember that much of episode 2. I just know they slapped Ironwood in on us out of nowhere. No beard Ironwood, which I thought looked stupid.
No Beard Ironwood was okay. I didn't hate No Beard Ironwood.
Dude,
You definitely hate him
I didn't
less.
hate No Beard Iron.
You don't hate No Beard Ironwood as much as you hate current bearded Ironwood.
Listen, whenever Beard and Ironwood first showed up, I loved him. And then after he went super snappy, crazy, not okay, then I started to hate him because Rooster Teeth destroyed his whole character.
Yeah, but we'll talk about that whenever we get to 8, I guess.
Yeah, we'll talk about that whenever we get to 7 and 8 because yikes. Anyway, so that's basically episode 2. Ironwood shows up, blah blah blah. They're talking about. Is that the library scene? Yes, it is. It's the scene where they're playing the board game in the
And
library,
then Jean
and
brings up
Weiss
that.
has the famous quote of.
Oh, wait. Oh, wait.
Weiss has the famous quote of, "I hate the game of emotions we play."
And isn't that where Jean also brings up where Blake was a fun? Listen, you brought up that Blake was a
I think so.
fun-loving person.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that is the same scene. Anyway, so after that one, we lead into episode 3. Episode 3 is when we get our first glimpse at their sneak out outfits,
Because they gotta find the White
like
Fang because Blake has
Ruby's alternate
become
dress up.
obsessed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, Blake and Sun go out to the White Fang rally,
and
and Yang takes Neptune out to the bar.
and he just gets off the bike. Man, what a woman! He's so
What a woman.
impressed.
Yeah, that all that stuff. Anyway, back to Rwby abandoning Weiss because she saw Penny, and then Penny stopped a truck with her bare hands because she a Robo girl. And then they talk about it, and then Penny stuffs Rwby in a dumpster.
And then she gets picked up by some very strange men. Who knows who they are? They work for her dad.
She do, Dad. Yes, they do. And then it leads into the next episode, which is the actual White Fang rally and the bar scene. And then Roman shows off the Elysian Paladin. We get our first glimpse at Neo. And then they have the really fun combo moves of Bumblebee, Ladybug, Checkmate, whatever that
Which is where
Freezer
they
version
got the
is.
ship names from. Yay!
Do 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 do. Yep.
Doo-doo-doo.
Um. Yeah,
Oh,
and they
and
break down an entire Elysian.
don't forget about how
Yes.
Yang met Junior again. Guess who's back?
Oh yeah.
That entire scene was just. Yeah, they want to kill you.
Oh, and we get more Malachite twins on screen for like 30 seconds. Not even 30 seconds. It was like 5 seconds, but it's still good.
I,
Gotta love the Malachite twins.
I know you really love the Malachi twins, my guy. Even though
Dude, I love them so much they can beat me up.
I, you're too into that. You scare me sometimes.
Fine,
No,
we're okay.
no.
Um, so they take down the Elysian Paladin, and then we get into
Yeah,
the next episode, which is Mercury fighting Pyrrha, and Mercury fights Pyrrha. That's the main gist of the episode. Mercury finds Pyrrha and discovers her semblance is polarity, and then they realize they can use that to their advantage in their evil plan.
Wow. Evil doors. I have an evil plan. A plan of which is evil. Watch Ruby Chibi if you haven't seen Ruby Chibi.
um, I freaking love Rwby Chibi. Rwby Chibi is such a good one. Then after that, we move into Burning the Candle, which is mostly a character-driven episode. It's them talking about setting up for the dance, and it's Yang and Blake having a heart-to-heart, which started your whole Bumblebee thing, all because Yang said, "If you feel like coming out tomorrow, I'll save you a dance."
Saving you a dance. Saving you a dance. I mean, that's not a big deal. That's not.
No, it's the if you feel like coming out tomorrow is the big deal, apparently. It's whatever. It's fine. I don't really care. It's not them forming a relationship over words taken out of context.
Except it is.
Because the entire fan base thinks it is. Ha 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 ha
not
ha ha.
not the entire fan base. Last I looked in the polls, it's pretty split between Black Sun and Bumblebee.
Yeah,
But
but
I've said this before,
whatever.
and I'll say this again. All right, Ruby's an action show. It shouldn't
Right.
be worried as much about the ships. The ships should be nothing more than a side
No,
thing. The focus should be on the action
dude.
and development
Uh,
of, of
uh, even
the story.
Monty himself.
Even Monty himself, what?
Monty himself said Monty himself said that the entire Team Ruby would never get into a relationship style because they're more like sisters to each other in that sort of loving way, like sisterly love, loyalty, stuff like that. He said they would never ever make two teammates from Team Ruby get into a relationship, and the moment he dies, guess what happens?
They start trying. It'll be okay.
Yeah.
It'll be okay. It'll be fine. Maybe. Maybe. The the fan art will keep coming. You know that though. It's fan art's fine though.
Oh, whatever.
The fan art,
Fan art.
yeah, fan
Fan
art.
art. Some of it's okay. Some
Some
of it's okay. Some of it sucks.
that's pretty much you described all fan art around the world.
I did. Anyway, so we go from that episode. We move on to the actual dance.
The
Can we
Jean showing
can we
up in
shout out?
the dress
Can we
and the
shout out
dance,
Jean?
the dance
Dude,
that they
Jean calls Neptune out on his crap. And then after calling him out on his crap, he shows up and dances with Pyrrha in a dress. And then Ren and Nora jump in, and we get the most memed scene from all of Rwby at that point back in 2014 was
yeah
just the dance where they would just slap.
have you ever seen the video where they got it dancing to multiple songs? Like they have them dancing to "Never Gonna
Yes.
Give You Up."
Such a banger, my dude.
It's really good, and you are right. It is probably the most mean scene.
Here's the meme bit. What happens after that?
Rwby
Cinder
goes to a
breaks into
tower.
the communications tower.
Yeah, Rwby goes to a tower and
Yeah,
discovers the evildoer
and
Cinder.
Rwby leaves the dance room.
And then she tries to fight in heels, and
Yep.
then learns the Weiss style of fighting.
Yeah.
Boonga boonga, I can wear heels now.
Anyway.
Dude, these heels make my
And then
ankles
after
look
that,
fat.
Rwby tells Ozpin. Ozpin says, "You did good." Ironwood, especially, he's like, "Oh, I'm so proud of you. You did the right thing out there. Thank you."
You seen a
And
problem and you
then
went
we go from that
after it.
episode to the
What happens in the next episode?
yes. The next episode is the field trip where they're signing up for missions, and Zwei comes in the mail.
Because they're dead. Since why? In a little package container.
Zwei shoots it, and he falls out of the tube with all the food.
Tai Yang is an awesome dad. Can we all just say that?
He is. He really is.
When they gonna bring him into the fray? Is my question.
There's a like 5 second scene of him in Volume 8.
Not enough. Bring Tai Yang. Bring what's left of Team Stark back.
Yeah, no, that's how it works. Then they all try to convince Ozpin that they shouldn't go on a Widow Bitty Baby mission like every other freshman. They should go on a big boy mission with Oobleck to an abandoned city because the White Fang may or may not be somewhere near there. Winky face, smiley face.
They actually go into a little bit of detail in Ruby Glim Eclipse about why the city ended up as it is. Apparently some mad doctor started experimenting with Grim, making them steroid.
Yeah.
Yep. And they go in and they fight Grim all day.
So then
Ruby falls in a hole.
Yeah.
Oh, and don't forget their heart to heart saying, "Oh, why do I want to be huntress?"
Yeah. That's the next 2 episodes. The next 2 episodes is just them fighting Grim, searching around, trying to find the White Fang, talking about why they do what they do.
Oobleck telling Ruby
another character-driven episode.
And Oobleck telling Ruby, "Don't shoot the Grim. Do not shoot them. They are big."
Yep. Elephants be bad.
I kind of got a vibe from Oobleck because whenever Ruby asked what that was, he just looked over at the distance, and he just says, "That, my dear, is a Grim." No crap, Oobleck. Really? How would I have guessed that?
Yep. Never would have guessed. But black, bony, nothing. Never would have guessed in a million years.
Yellow eyes. What is that thing?
Yeah. So after the character-driven episode, no, the searching and destroying for like 3 episodes long for this field trip, they finally get underground to the train scene with Roman and Neo, and Raven saves Yang's life, and Weiss gets her butt kicked by the White Fang lieutenant with his chainsaw.
You forgot how Rwby was useless without her scythe. Until she learned to be a
What did you
fighting
just
well.
say?
Rwby, she can't fight without her scythe until someone trained her to say, hey, use your dang fist, alright? You see
Oh
this
yeah.
thing? Don't use this thing. Then they hopped on board a train and
And then
said,
when we get
Oobleck
the
said, we need
best,
to stop this train.
yeah, and then we have the best combo attack of freaking Oobleck using Y as a cannonball.
He just looked at Rwby just looks at Zwei and says, go on. Do dogs have aura?
Um, do dogs? I would assume dogs have aura.
Maybe he's... Wait, did Oobleck light him on fire? Come to think of it,
Yes.
that makes me happy.
Oobleck lit him on fire and hit him forward. And Zwei just took it like a champ and blew up Junk, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm a good boy."
Oh, and let's not forget when Raven showed up.
Yeah, Raven shows up and saves Yang's life. Listen, friggin' Volume 2, that entire scene, it's serious, but it's silly at the same time because they're using Zwei as ammunition.
And at the same time, they be getting beat the crap out of them.
Yeah.
And then they pop up on the
Yep,
surface,
it's
and it's right where
actually
Beacon is. Well, not Beacon, Vale.
yeah, it's right where the city is. And then the entire season finale is just them fighting Grimm for 16
You
minutes alongside
forgot
Team Coffee.
Team...
And Cinder.
I'm about to say, you forgot Team Coffee.
Yeah.
Don't forget Team Coffee.
No, Team Coffee's there. They're fighting Grimm. Everyone's fighting Grimm for 16 minutes. Even Cinder, Mercury, and Emerald are fighting Grimm to keep up their goody two shoes act.
It's a
Which
lie.
I can appreciate because that's a good flex.
It's a trap. Don't listen to them. It's a
It
trap.
is a trap. They're just trying to make sure that people think that they're on their side. Anyway, it's fine. They all do it. They all have really cool things. Like, especially whenever Team Coffee shows up and you freaking hear caffeine kick in for the first time.
Yes. That's one of my favorite songs from the series.
Man. Oh, absolutely. It's just a banger, my dude. So yeah, and then at the end they all sit on the edge of Beacon. They look at the sunset.
And they say they want to sleep.
What's the end credits?
I don't know what the end credits is. They say they want to sleep because they're all really
end
tired.
credit scene is the end credit scene is Yang walking out.
Oh, yeah,
I think she's dreaming though. She meets her mom at like the statue. And she's like, okay, we need to talk. And then she takes off the mask, and it's just Yang with slightly baggy eyes, a little bit of wrinkle, and black hair. That's all Raven was back then. Then they changed her design in Volume 4 and 5, and I'm really glad they did.
I am your mother. Come to my tribe.
Hey, mama.
Come into my tribe. You don't need your uncle.
Yeah, that's
that's the entirety.
No, that's
the entirety of Volume 2.
That's the entirety of Volume 2. Yeah, like Volume 2 is 2.5 hours long, but like when you actually break it down, there's really not that much
in Volume 2
happening.
Yeah, there's not that much happening there.
Yeah, there's just not that much happening in Volume 2.
I mean,
but I kind of like it. It's a slower pace for the story.
And it's yeah, I enjoy slower paced things because whenever you try to go through the story too fast, you run out of material to work with. Not good.
Yep. Yeah, the slower pace is very helpful. Like currently in Volume 8, Volume 8 is taking place over the course of 2 days. All of Volume 8 is 2 days long.
I enjoy that.
Which I like, because that's
rather than having several seasons pass over a long period of time.
Yeah, like Cough Volume 4 and 5.
Well,
it's very simple. Yeah,
usually it occurs when the
it's
seasons
very
pass.
simple. Just 2 days. It's all they need for volume.
I mean,
Excuse me.
that
Sorry.
sounds to be a
Pardon
great
me.
idea.
That was. That's,
How could you, sir? How could you?
how could you?
How could you, sir? You have burped it in front of the peoples.
I can't help that. Dude, I ate ravioli before this. Leave me alone.
No, I won't leave you alone. I am your bully. I will make you submit.
Okay. Okay. As a little spoon, I accept my fate.
I warn you, I have big hands. Look at me.
I've seen your big hands.
Look at me grabbing this bottle of ranch dressing.
I
All right.
drew your big hands. Thank you.
Look at this ranch dressing bottle.
You're welcome.
Yeah. You're. Thank you.
Dude, only reason I did that is because I was really bored. Okay, we had free time in class, and I was thinking of you. Out of the goodness and love in my heart, I made your avatar in complete color with
What are you
crouton
talking about?
bowl.
It's me.
I might have added.
Avatar? What are you
It
talking
is you.
about? You talking? It's me. You try to say you made me?
Yeah, sorry.
I'm a
Yeah,
seasoned crouton. How could you talk to me this way?
I I I did make you. As a ghost, I put a little bit of my ghost energy inside of a single crouton. Grew a bit too big because I was trying to make you bigger to enjoy my salad more. And then you slowly popped eyes out, and I went, "Oh, I think I gave my crouton unlimited power by accident." Uh oh, not again.
Again? There are more? Brothers, sisters, come.
You don't know you don't know about the other salad options that I've given power to. That bottle of ranch dressing, for all you know, there could be a face sitting on top of that lid, and that could be your sister, and you're choking her out right now.
Please never say that again. How could you make me feel this way?
Oh,
So do we
I
have any?
forgot.
So do we have any more
Hello.
to talk?
Sorry, I'm looking at her Discord.
Do we have any more to talk about
Dude,
the
friggin'
Rwby things?
story time.
What is what?
No,
Is this
I
the
have a
Omegle tale?
story.
Is this the
Yes,
Omega?
it's the Omegle story. I have to tell it. It's
Okay.
the Omegle story. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, baby. All right. So, context for you very lovely listeners out there. Omegle, while is basically a porn site nowadays, I like to go on Omegle when I'm very bored, but I don't do the video chat because I don't want penises in my face.
That's
Please
understandable.
don't take that out of context.
Uh,
It's very understandable.
maybe I'll draw
Um,
a pee pee over your face.
please don't.
Yes. It is the way.
So I very kindly like to stay in the text chat where, it's just typing. It's chill. It's whatever. Here's what happens. So here I am, I'm chilling, and I'm on Omegle, and I get, hello! And I'm like, hey, how's it going? And she go, and this person goes, I am good. Very good. And by the way, this accent is for later on. It's fine.
It's for later on.
So
It's fine.
she's like, so this person goes, "What gender are you be?" And I'm like, I'm a guy." And they go, "Oh, that is great. I am woman." And I'm like, "Okay, cool." And she's like, "How old you be?" And I'm like, I'm, you know,
Um,
I'm,
mid
I'm 18." And
mid
she's
mid
like, "Oh,
twenties.
you legal. That's good."
That that good.
No, I just said I was 18. She was like, "Oh, you are legal." And I went, "Yeah, I guess I'm legal." And she went, "Where do you live?" And I'm like, I live in the United States of America." And she's like, "Oh, that is not close to Norway." And I'm like, "Do you live in Norway?" And she goes, "Yes, I live in Norway. If you were close to Norway, you could come see me." And I was like, "Excuse me?"
Wait, what?
What?
You go over
She
there.
said, "You could come see me and we could have fun time." And I went, "Excuse me?" She went, "We could have fun time in Norway. right now, like my husband be doing. I was like, what do you mean your husband be doing? She said, my husband be doing me right now while I am on internet texting strangers. And I went, what? Wait, pause.
Go over there. It's just
You're on
blood.
Omegle.
It's
Your
just
husband's making your husband's making love to you, and you're just ignoring him by talking to strangers instead. And she goes, yes.
major flags. Imagine you go over there. It's just Blake's mom.
And then she yikes. So here's where it slowly begins to get worse. And she goes, would you like dating advice? And I was like, sure, I'm lonely and single. Go for it. Give me dating advice.
What
So
advice
she
did
was
she
like,
give you?
here is best advice I give. I am married to my husband for almost advice I give. Married to husband for almost 6 years now. Me and husband have very loving relationship. I love him very much. I was like, okay, cool. And he loved me very much. Okay, awesome. Here how things work. Husband let me bring other men home. If I meet nice man at the bar and he bring me drink and I bring him home, husband will let him do me as long as he can watch. I went,
I'm
pause.
I'm I'm
What?
gonna leave now. I'm just gonna hit the X button real quick.
I I went, I went, what? And she went, yes. And my husband can do same to women if he want to. If he meets new woman at the bar and want to bring her home, he can do her as long as I can watch. I was like,
um,
whoa,
hold up, hold up. Wait a minute.
that's so interesting. Yes.
Did you just immediately say, "I'm gonna leave now"?
Nope. I wanted to see how far this would go. So I was like, whoa, that's so interesting. She was like, yes, it is best advice. If you get married, find woman or man, whoever you want, that will let you screw other people.
No,
Because as long as they can watch.
no.
Because then that is kind, loving relationship. I was like, man, Norway's freaky. She was like, so you come to Norway now? And I was like, what? She was like, you come to Norway and let me do you. And I was like, why the crap would I let you do that? And she goes, better question. And I go, what is your better question? She goes, how big are you? And then that's when I left.
I guess you could say that wasn't Norway.
Oh, listen, dude, I was so tempted to just mess with her and be like, oh, 30 foot.
Highness.
Great sword. I got a monster hunter great sword. Like Sun did in
It gets
last
charged up.
episode. Ah! So yeah, that's my Omegle story. I really hope
I
it
have
was
a
just like a 6-year-old trying to mess with me. But if this lady is for real, God bless you.
all right. I have a shorter story. All right, that's not related. All right. So I
All
work in
right, sure.
I work in a kitchen. All right, okay. So
Right.
we often serve people a lot of meat, the food, and all that jazz. So we cut people's meat. All right. So this one dude
Mhm.
comes up, and two of my coworkers, they're standing right next to me, and he comes up and he says, "All right, I want some meat." And we say, "What kind?" "Give me turkey ham." "What is a turkey ham?"
Right.
"What is a turkey ham?" And then we say, "We don't have turkey ham." "Okay, give me the turkey then." Disappointed face, sadness and sorrow starts to play in the background. "I want a turkey ham."
Yikes.
That is my.
Turkey. Sadness. Is that the entire story?
There wasn't much else to it. I mean, he didn't complain or anything. I could tell you the cornbread manager story, but I don't know.
Uh,
Because I've
wait.
told you the cornbread manager story.
Yes, you have, because you mentioned it in the Smasher Pass episode. That's still being edited. That we only got. Rooster Teeth, listen. You have too many characters.
What was the number the other day? I forgot the number of it. How many characters they had?
Listen, we we got through like 68 characters, and it took us an hour and like 40 minutes to get through 68. We still have like 74, 75 characters to go.
That's why this episode is probably going to come out before that. I have to edit in all the pictures for all the characters so that everybody has the
Yeah.
idea of the characters. And get this, the
We're
second
gonna,
episode's going to be longer because there's even more characters, and they added a new one in volume 8.
they added a new one. Uh,
I appreciate your art. I mean, you got a wide, colorful variety of characters, but by gosh, how can you
you
go
have too
into them
many.
all?
Yeah, like even the episode's so long. We wait through a solid amount, but we even skimmed through like ones we didn't care for. Like one of the options for a character was Elysian Pilot, and we brushed past them in like 3 seconds.
Yeah, some of them we brushed
But then we
past,
got on
and
like
then others we would just stop. Wait a minute, I need to talk
we
about
got
this.
we got on we got on Carmen Escalados from the book, and oh my lord, we talked for like 10 minutes.
And then Rotor sent me a picture of her and her thick thighs
I sent you
on the
thighs.
Discord.
I sent
Oh,
it twice by accident, but I'm
so
not regretting it.
something to look forward to, viewers in the future, is the Smasher Pass episode Part 1. I think we made it to
Smash,
L.
Pass, or Kill episode part one.
Yeah, I think we made it to L. The L's as far as the character list goes.
We made it to the M's. We were right at the start of the M's. The first ones on the list was the Malachite twin that wears the white and blue, but I'm just gonna clump them together and just call them both Malachite
Okay.
twins because we know who we're returning.
Don't say your Smasher Pass here. Don't waste it.
I'm not gonna say it.
Don't do
I'm
it.
not gonna say it.
Don't do it, Rotor.
I do love the Malachite twins though.
Darn it, Rotor.
I didn't say anything. I just said I love them. They're great for their 2 minutes of screen time in total. They're pretty memorable characters. Okay.
Okay, but Yang's trailer was the most memorable for me, so I have to agree with that.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a good trailer.
I thought it was bad. Do we have any more Ruby stuff to discuss?
Do we have? I don't know if we have any more Ruby stuff. Do you have any really random story? Yo, wait.
The
Okay,
Cornbread's Tale?
so today we were planning on having a third person for the podcast.
Alright, a special guest, eh?
Now, yes, we were planning on having a third person. We're gonna call him Default for right now. So Default was gonna come on, and we were already planned. We were all ready to do this, and then he sends us the dreaded message of, "But I'm gaming."
I was gaming with him before we hopped on this podcast, too. So it may be my fault that he's started gaming, because I'm pretty sure he was just sitting around his home, just chilling. So it might be my
He's
bad.
addicted to Apex.
Hey, to be fair, Apex is a good game.
He's addicted to Apex Legends. Okay.
Apex is good.
That doesn't back up the fact that he's addicted. He chose Apex over a podcast episode with the boys.
That is true. With the boys. The other boys aren't
Would you
available right now. I
look
know
if you
this for a fact.
if if I was dangling off a cliff? Wait, I can float. If default was dangling off a cliff and a copy of Apex Legends was dangling off a cliff, which one would you save?
I would shave the default, I guess, because I already have Apex downloaded on my PlayStation, so I don't really need a
Gosh,
copy of Apex
fine.
Legend.
If you're if if your PlayStation and default were hanging off a cliff and you could only save one, which would you save?
Yeah, probably the PlayStation. A lot of stuff on there.
Ah, I can't apply this to myself because I can float. I'll just, dude, you can save your PlayStation with me because I'm a ghost. It doesn't matter.
The default's just the default skin in Minecraft.
Uh,
He's just a Minecraft Steve. He'll be fine.
oh, can we can we can we talk about okay, context. Back when we were first setting up this podcast, we were having really fun times talking about what we look like, right? I'm a little red and black ghost. Crouton, he's a crouton with Among Us hands, which is amazing.
Yeah.
Gotta love that. So default's idea for himself was just a stick man with a question mark block for a head. Can we
Oh
me
my
me and you
gosh.
went to so much length and detail trying to make something fun and creative. And he gives us Stickman with question mark block for head.
Yeah,
And we both said, what?
default can't record as regularly, so he was gonna be the third
Yeah.
host, but
Oh
big
yeah.
sad.
He was gonna host Smash or Pass whenever the day we decided to do Smash or Pass, he decided not to join us.
I'm sad.
Default, listen, I love you, buddy. If you ever listen to this, which I really doubt you will, um,
At
I
least
love
at
you a
this
lot,
point,
bud. Dude, freaking fix your schedule. If you say you're gonna do something, please stick by your word and do it.
I lad. That would be nice. Ooh, wait. I thought of a Ruby thing to
That
say.
would very much be nice.
I thought of a
Huh?
Ruby thing to talk about. Alright. So can we talk about Arthur
Okay.
Watts? Alright. Peoples, if you haven't seen Volume 8,
Oh, we
then do
got
that. We're gonna talk about Arthur Watts, who grew a massive pear and told Syndrome.
Arthur made Arthur roasted Cinder so hard that she cried.
and the,
Arthur's balls are the biggest balls in the universe. I
it's
hate him as a character,
it's the tale of the
but I have
Grinch.
respect for that.
It's the tale of the Grinch. His balls grew 3 sizes that day.
No, not 3. His freaking balls were 7 sizes that day, my dude.
Bro, it's just
Wait, do
he's
you see
getting
what I see?
he's just getting held off a roof, and she's got the grim hand on him, which is already
Default is on
a
one.
creepy thing. And
Yeah.
he just lets go of where he's holding on to him, because normally someone's choking, you hold
Yep.
on your hands and you try to get them all. He just lets
Yep.
go and starts roasting her, calls her a bloody migraine.
He doesn't care. He's freaking ballsy. Dude, do you see it? Do you see who's online?
Oh, the Onyx, the third party.
I
Aren't
think I think I think his ears must be burning after we were just complaining about him.
he sensed something was wrong in the forest.
I swear, if he just puts something in the text chat and he doesn't pop into our general, into our actual Gosh darn it. Typing. Depends. Ah!
What? What happened?
He, I, so maybe about 2 hours ago, when he said he wouldn't record because he's gaming, I asked how much longer he was going to game, and he didn't respond for 2 hours. And his answer isn't like, "Oh, this long. Oh, I'm about to get off." No,
It's
he
at the
does
end.
his
It's at
classic
toward the
thing
end
where
of the episode, and he just says
he
depends.
just puts depends. Ah!
You'd love to see it. You'd love to see it.
Ah!
You're kind of a bit late.
I swear.
We're legit almost to the end of the episode.
Oh, it's friggin' we're record.
It's fine.
Maybe
Maybe we can get him in the next episode.
if he friggin' doesn't spend his time playing Apex instead of with the boys. I'm so
Record Rubies
salty.
with the boys. Apexes can wait.
I'm so sad. I'm in pain and suffering. Okay?
Just like Neo. Bleh.
Neo, what are your thoughts on this?
Good to hear your input, Neo. As
Great, thanks for
always.
the input.
We really enjoy you.
As always.
We enjoy your welcomed input here. We thank you for joining us since the default won't. You join us for every episode.
She's always here, except sometimes she's in my dorm room, sometimes she's at your place. She just does whatever she wants.
Yeah, currently she's at mine, but the Smasher Pass she's at Rotor's.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, because next Smasher Passport 2, Neo will finally be involved in Smasher Passport 2 because we'll finally moving on to the ends eventually. We'll finally get to say our thoughts on Neo.
Depending on how long the episode takes, we might even need a part 3.
Uh,
We could just split the second
I really hope
part
the
into
ends
it.
don't take forever.
We could split it into a smaller sect, and then just make that into a part 2.
We could.
Just to make the episode shorter.
Yeah, we're gonna. Good lord. Why do you need that many characters?
It's fine. It'll buff. Alright, they're very colorful, and you can make a
It's
lot of
not
art
gonna
with them.
buff.
You can make a lot of art with them. A lot of art.
It's not gonna buff.
It'll buff.
Because even. Listen, spoilers for Smash or Pass. Half the people, we didn't even know who they were or remembered who they were.
It'll buff, Matt. Don't worry about it.
And then we got to like when they did the Dungeons and Dragons Grim campaign, whatever, and they had their main characters, and we were very hung up on them for a hot second because we'd never heard or seen them in our lives. And then there was the chick with the blue cat legs, and I was like, why?
It's good chick with the blue cat legs. Don't you remember the chick with the blue cat legs, man? Come on now. Where's your sense
I
of
remember her
remembering?
because she had blue cat legs. Listen, women shave their legs all the time. That girl did not.
It's fine, man. Don't worry about it. It's fur.
I
Don't
see
worry
you're
about it.
you like hairy women, don't you? You filthy little crumbly crouton.
Hey, guess what? They're the same way in Norway.
But
Haven't you heard that?
yikes.
Yes. I think
Yikes.
we reached the end of our content, so I guess we will wrap it up.
We're hitting
We're hitting the hay.
Dude, we're hitting the point where we're just mumbling and jumbling.
Yeah, we're not even telling
We're
stories
falling
at
down
this
the deep
point.
end. We're falling.
We'll hopefully
Do I actually have any more stories?
we'll fall in a better place next time. Where we'll tell more of our life stories.
Next time.
next time we do Volume 3, my guy. Aren't you
Yeah,
excited?
no. Heck yeah, Volume 3. We finally get to talk about my probably favorite volume. Yeah, I think Volume 3 is my favorite
Oh,
volume.
so Default says sorry.
I think it's all.